We kind of, as business people, we need like almost like a translator, like
Google Translate for cybersecurity.
No, really, or just for anything. A lot of the technological things that I understand stuff on a higher level, and I've been exposed to a lot of different types of technologies, and I'm trying to break this down to where anybody can understand this.
Yeah.
If we really have a goal of making sure that the state of our cybersecurity in the United States, in our cities, in our country, in our companies are correct and in place, then we have to make sure that we're not complicating stuff for everyday people.
Exactly.
Because I don't, if I don't know, I can't get better. I can't. I don't even know what to correct.
Exactly. We have to find ways to explain things and draw analogies to where I take a easily understandable concept and topic, and then how does cybersecurity relate to that?
Correct.
So, for example, everybody's familiar with a gated community and then my house, right?
Correct.
So, a gated community is a barrier between the outside world and this neighborhood.
Correct.
That gate is the same thing as a firewall on a network.
Okay.
That goes like, hey, you're coming in from the outside. I'm going to check you, make sure you are all who you say you are. And I'm like, hey, where are you going? Okay, you're going to that house. Let me buzz them in. Hey, are you expecting them? Cool, you coming. Same thing your firewall does.
Correct.
Then you get on that road. That road is just like your network switches. It takes you to where those end devices are, where they're trying to go.
Yeah.
Then you get to the house, right? You got a mailbox at the house. That mailbox is the same thing as an email system on your corporate network. Yeah. So just like somebody has to have your actual address to go send you mail, somebody has to have your email address to send you email. You just got like you got a spam filter on your email. Like, hey, like, people just can't come in and that's a crime to actually have just somebody walking down the street, open up your mailbox, look in there, and then drop something in there. That's spam, right? So we got a spam filter on our email system, right? And then we go to the door, and then if you got a security system on your house, like, hey, I have a door lock, like, hey, my lock goes, and I got a bolt lock, and then I have a pin pad, like, hey, I can punch in a pin code, open that, and then take my key out. That's same thing as that's 2-3 different forms of a key and an access to get in. That's multi-factor authentication. Yeah. It's like, hey, I need my username and my password, and I need to get my phone. I get a text message to my phone, like, oh yeah, that's me. Yep, cool. Now you get access to your system, right? Now you're in the house, so think of your house as your computer, right? Yeah. So now I'm in my computer, and then now I got different files in my computer. That's just the rooms in your house. Like, hey, you can go into one room, and you got your daughter's Hello Kitty stuff up in there, and then you open another file system, and another person's door. That's your son with all his Marvel superheroes on the wall. And then you have your windows. You can open the windows, you can close them. You got sensors on the window to let you know when you open and close them, right? Now, but same thing. We got ports in a network that allow access into your system, and you can open and close those ports. Like, I should only be opening it for stuff that I'm expecting to come in. Right, so the only thing I should expect to come in through my window is the wind.
Correct.
Anything else, like you ain't coming in here yet, right? So then you go into your rooms, and then you have fireproof safes. Correct. That's when I'm putting all my sensitive stuff, right? I'm putting my social security cards if I want to be extra safe. But I put a lock on that. That's file encryption. Correct. So there's something special about this, and I want to make sure that only I have access to it. That's that little key. I need that key. You need an encryption key in order to get to a file that's encrypted. So being able to explain things like that, everybody understands, how a locked door in their house works, or how a locked box in their house, or how a doorbell system, like you got Ring or any other security system that you got out there, you understand how that works. So the cybersecurity, you can relate those things together. So when I talk about all that was just defense in depth, those are multiple layers of security that go in. We try to teach that you need defense in depth. It isn't enough to rely on your internet service provider to have a firewall.
Correct.
Like, well, they got a firewall that should block everything.
Yeah, that's everything.
Like,
that's it.
Well, somebody could come into your gated community and then not stop at that house, and they come to your house.
Because your house, your door wide open.
Your door wide open. Like, oh, step.
All your stuff.
All your stuff. You ain't got no lockbox for your stuff. Like, all your credit cards all out in the open. Like, oh, Sam, man, I done hit the treasure trove, right? So being able to understand things in that way and be able to relate that helps. Okay, I get what you're saying now, and you're not just talking like, "Hey, we need this Palo Alto firewall, next gen firewall, full packet inspection." I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no, but